Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel leelawebdev. So we have successfully completed this editing and all those things is completed. Right now the remaining is only the search bar. So we need to make the search bar also functioning. So now all our interactive UI, whatever the UI you are trying to check, so far we have did is, so we are changing the route, either the links with that change the URL or the forms that post the data to the actions. Now here if you come to the search field, it is very interesting because it is a mix of both a form and also it also changes the URL, but it doesn't change the data. So the data will remain like this only. It will change the URL and also it will submit the form, but the data will not be changing. So right now if you try to see, this is a normal input box. If you go to our route file, so this is the search box. We can make it as in search here. So this is a normal search box. Okay. So this is normal input. Now if you want to make it, you will convert it into a normal form. Let's say show. Okay, let's try to convert it into a form. So this is the form. So now here what I want to try to do is, so it's a normal form, not a React router form. Now what does this browser does by default? So now if you type any URL in this one and if you try to press enter, okay. Now if you see here, I will give the name for this one. Name is equal to, I will take it as a Q, whichever it may be, the search. Now if you try to see here, when I go to the home page anywhere, now if you see here, if I press enter, now if you observe carefully in the URL, it has been changed. Okay. So as we have seen before, browsers can serialize the forms by the name attribute of its input elements. So here the name of the input is Q. That's why the URL has been appended with the question mark Q is equal to like this. So if you named it search, the URL would be question mark search is equal to like this. So for example, if I try to change it to search here, the URL will be in such a way that I will search the data, and here search is equal to like this it will be there. So that means this form is a get data and this serialize the form, and here whatever the form you are trying to submit, the input elements and all those things, so will be converted into question mark like this. So now note that you need to remember that this form is different from the others what we have used it. It doesn't have form method is equal to post. If you try to observe, the default method for the form is, as all you are aware, that is a get request. That means when the browser creates the request for the next document, it doesn't put the form data into the request post body, but into the URL search params of a get request. So here if you are trying to get a request means, so it will try to push it in the URL search params. Now what I want to do is, so here let's use the client side routing to submit this form and filter the list in our existing loader. So here this is the, we will convert it into a what I can say is that form React router form. Let's convert it into a React router form. So I have converted into a React router form. Okay. Now what I want to tell you is, so here we have converted into a form. Now if I try to make it as a queue only, okay. Now if I submit anything and if I press enter, so here question mark Q is equal to changing, right? So because this is a get request, not a post request, React router doesn't call the action. So this one will not call, doesn't call the action. Submitting the get form is same as clicking a link, only the URL changes. That's why the code we added is for filtering is in the loader, not in the action of this one. So whatever the code we are adding in the for this one search, it should be in the loader, not in the action. So for this loader, what you can do is, so you can write a request here. So you will get the request, and let's console the request and I will show you. So it is a simple request body. So here if you try to see the request, and if I do the console.log inspect element, and here let's try to see. So this is our request, okay, and this is the total thing. So now from this request we need to get the data. Okay, so now we need to get the data. So let's try to take this one. So here I will convert it into an URL. So constant URL is equal to new URL of request.url. So we got the URL, and from this URL we need to extract the params. So here this is the params, right? So we need to extract the params. So in this one what I can do is constant Q is equal to, so constant q is equal to url dot search params dot get of q. So this is the data. Now we got the q, and here we are having the get context, right? So in this get context, I will try to send this q. That's it. So now here in our context.js, so here we are having the get context. If you try to pass any search, then we need to filter the contacts in this search. So that is the main thing. So here for this one, what I will try to do is I am using another what I can say package, npm package, that is match sorter. I will try to show you match sorter. So this is our match sorter, which I will try to show you. Let's open this one. I am opening this one. Yeah. So this is our match sorter. What it will try to do is it will match the values. So here what I can do is, so here let's install this one. npm install match sorter. So if you want to write the logic, you can write it. I don't want to write the logic, so the main concern is the code, right? So that is the reason I am installing this match sorter. And now it will try to filter those things using the first name and the last name. So let it install. So match sorter has been installed. So I will restart our server so that we can have it. And by the time, if you try to see here our match sorter, and let's try to, I will try to show you. For example, let's say that here we are having in such a way that yeah, here we are having it like this, right? So it is showing so much of data, but I don't want to go too much into this one. Usage, here it is there, right? So I will try to show you simple thing. So here we are having this context. So now else, so else the context is there. Okay. So here if you find the context, so we have converted into this one. So here I will do the if search is there. If search, so we got one search, then I want to contact, okay, I want to find the match. That is nothing but using the match sorter. Okay, let's import this match sorter. So here what I can say is match sorter, right? Import match sorter from match sorter. Okay, match sorter. Let's try to see whether we are getting or not. Yeah, we are not getting. So match sorter of of. So what is the data we need to find in the contacts, and here the search item. So here this is the search item which you need to find, and the keys, what is the keys in which we need to find the match is the, so first and the last. That's it. So first and the last. So now here let's try to implement. Yeah. So what is this match sorter is doing? It is trying to find the items in the contacts and the search key, and it is finding the data. What is happening? Yeah. So now search keys, and the keys, which keys we need to find the match is first and the last, anything. So now we got the context data. So if it is find the context data, we are returning the context data. That's it. Now let's try to see the output for this one. So what is happening here? So let it refresh. I will try to remove this one and I will do it again. So now here if you try to see here, this is the data, right? And now I will search it for the Leela. So automatically all the data is coming. Let's try to search for update. Okay, only the one is there which is having update. I will try to search the update and I will press enter. See, we are getting only one contact which is having the name as a match with the update thing. So now one thing is completed. Now if I try to refresh this page again, so we are able to get this update data, but in the search box it is not filling with the value. So in the next video what we will try to do is, we'll try to implement this populating of this search box using the control components. Then only we will be able to do it. So now what we have did it. So now we are able to make this one working successful search box. So whatever the value you are trying to search it, automatically it will try to search using this simple form, a React router form, and we have added it in the loader. We are sending the request query params that search value into the context.js, and we are using a third-party package match sorter, and we are implementing this one. So what I will try to do is, I will commit this code in a new branch, that is video-109, and I will commit this entire code. So search functionality, commit this entire code. Let's commit this one, publish this branch, So if you want to refer this code, I will be providing the GitHub repository URL in the description. Whoever maybe want this code means, so you can refer that code. And if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.